What's going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Ty, the Lego guy here, and welcome to another Lego Star Wars review. Today we're taking a look at a set that came straight out of Episode 3, and it's one of my favorite Episode 3 sets they've ever made for Lego Star Wars, being Palpatine's Arrest. That's set 9526. It has 645 pieces, 6 minifigures, retailed for $89.99 USD, and it came out in 2013. Now nowadays, this is going for 366 new or 312 used. It's appreciated a ton. As much as I love this set, I wouldn't recommend you guys pay that for it. That's just way too expensive. If you can get a good deal on it, I'm all for you guys buying this one, maybe like 180 used in good condition, just because it is an awesome set from an awesome scene. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And we'll start by taking a look at a couple of the smaller builds that are included, being the entrance and Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. The entrance is just a little bit easier to review in a separate clip just because it makes it extremely long. I love the fact that you have a little landing pad. In fact, just removing the Starfighter, that's what it kind of looks like. And in case you're wondering, these doors do open just manually. There's no feature to kind of do that. Like the fact too that it has a couple little statues on either side or ornaments, just adds a little bit more to the set. Now getting into the Starfighter, this is what it kind of looks like. There's a number of stickers on it. Unfortunately, I did apply this incorrectly. Should be a little bit more down, but it's pretty straight. It's just, it irritates me to this day. And you can very easily just open it up like so. There isn't a control panel or anything, but there isn't really enough space to kind of fit one, so I get it. And just removing Anakin, this is what it kind of looks like. Giving you guys a view of the underbelly. Nothing too crazy. Nice looking engines. It does have flick fire missiles. That was kind of the thing in 2013. Really not a fan, but it gives something for the kids to kind of play with. But overall, I do prefer even stud shooters over these. But yeah, that pretty well does the two smaller builds. Let's now take a look at the meat of the set. And I absolutely love the look of Palpatine's office. Check this out. Looks so similar to what we see in the movie. Awesome looking overall build. Love the fact too that you have these big glass windows in the back, which we will get into because there is a feature that it has. There's a reason why this set is going for so much money. It's going for a little bit more than I think it should go for. And making our way to the other side, there are a number of features too, like hidden lightsabers and some jumping mechanisms. The jumping mechanism doesn't really work all too well, but yeah, we'll show that off. But let's now break down the set area by area. And the first area that we'll center in on is just going to be, I just wanted to tell you guys where you kind of connect the landing platform along with the entrance. It's just connected right here, just with those Technic pins. And yeah, it works quite well. It just really makes the set very long, very difficult to review. And then getting into the main chamber, this is where Palpatine can kind of sit. You also have two swivel chairs. In fact, if we want to demonstrate that, let's just show that off right here. And he can fit in there very nicely. It's very reminiscent of the Return of the Jedi, that big throne. It's kind of cool how they kind of do that. George Lucas always says that it's like poetry, it rhymes, and you can kind of see that. And getting into his chamber a little bit more, you'll notice too there's a couple more statues on either side, little gold minifigures, which work quite well. And getting into that first feature that we were kind of talking about, which is making a minifigure jump. See this little piece right here? Well, if you hit it, it makes Palpatine jump up. It doesn't work all too well. That's probably my least favorite feature out of this set. The other thing though, and this does work quite well, you'll notice has these little hatches that open up. And on either side, you have the Force Lightning along with a lightsaber. Very, very smart. I love it when sets have little hidden compartments, which kind of makes sense because Palpatine hides it under his sleeve. In this version, he's hiding it under the floor, which works. And then my favorite feature with this set, let's say Mace Windu and Palpatine make their way to the back window, and Palpatine is kind of losing, which in this part of the scene he is. Well, what you can do, if you want to open up that window, like Mace Windu kind of slashes it with his lightsaber, bang. So that works really, really well. How that kind of operates, just to give you guys an idea, is there's a bunch of Technic pieces in there, and they've designed it to work like that. So I just thought that worked really, really well. And if you want to kind of just make it normal again, you can just put that Technic pin in like so. This is what I mean too. I mean, check this out. I love the look of that. It just reminds me so much of the movie, which, I mean, that's obviously what it's going to do. I just love this scene. Was sad when Mace Windu died along with Kit Fisto, but still pretty great scene though. Love that duel. And yeah, that pretty well does the set. Again, really do like this one. What we're gonna do now though is take a look at the minifigures. And the first three minifigures are Agent Kolar, Kit Fisto, and Say Tin. This is part of the reason why this set is so expensive, because these minifigures are worth so much. Give you a view of their back torso printing. Now, Kit Fisto doesn't have any, but Agent Kolar does, as well as Say Tin, and it's a little bit easier just to show that off by removing his head entirely. Kind of funny how some of the minifigure custom molds kind of work. And now that we got their head, or his head, back on, just wanted to show off these molds a little bit more. I mean, check that out. That looks so good. All three of them. And then moving to the front again, we'll give you a little bit more of a view of them once more. These are definitely some of the best LEGO Star Wars minifigures ever made, in my opinion. It just look really good. None of them have any back face printing, which you'd expect with Kit Fisto, but both Say Tin and Agent Kolar have no back face printing. But still overall very good looking minifigures. Let's now take a look at the final three, which is Anakin Skywalker, Emperor Palpatine, and Mace Windu. What's interesting is Palpatine and Anakin both have back face printing, and we'll show that off now. There's Palpatine, really pretty face, along with Anakin's. This is when he's going to the dark side, and Anakin also has back torso printing. Mace Windu does not. Mace Windu is probably the most basic minifigure in this set. Still a good looking figure, just a little bit more basic than the other two, or other five I should say. Anakin even has leg printing, which is great, him being the only one out of the 6 that has leg printing. Overall, really like these figures. Also like the fact that Emperor Palpatine has a gold hilt, which is accurate, and his lightning is also quite menacing. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. This set has it all. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I'm very into the Jedi and Sith, and you get 6 of them, which is great. Palpatine's chambers or office also looks quite accurate to what we see from the film. And yeah, I mean, I absolutely love this one. I love the play features as well. The fact that you have hidden, you know, a hidden lightsaber, hidden force lightning, which that isn't really hidden, but you have an area to stick it, as well as the back window, the fact that that smashes open. Great play feature. Overall, really do like this one, but again, don't pay over $300 for it. If you can get a great deal on it or a good deal on it, go out and buy it, but yeah, just don't pay that. But that pretty well does the review. As always, guys, let me know what your personal thoughts are on this one, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they can maybe improve on it. But again, that pretty well does the video, but if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, you know, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future LEGO Star Wars reviews, comparisons. We do one of them every single Tuesday, and when there's sets like this, I just really enjoy reviewing it and bringing it to you guys. But that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.